What's up, guys? Today is February 22nd, Monday. Over this past weekend, the House finally released the full bill, which is over 590 pages. In this video, I'm just going to focus on the child tax credit, since there seems to be a lot of questions about that. I did another video about the actual stimulus checks, so check that out. So let's get into it. So this child tax credit. Well, it doesn't begin. You've always had it. It's been around for years. However, these things I'm talking about begins after 2020. All right, and it doesn't affect your 2020 tax return. So if you already filed your 2020 taxes, don't worry about whatever was filed on there in terms of the child tax credit. This is going to affect your 2021 taxes. All right, so the current child tax credit rate is you get $1,000 per child. That would now be $3,000 per child, or $3,600 per child for any child that's under 6. Also, for child tax credit, currently a child is defined as any person under 17 that's your dependent. Now that's going to be bumped up to anyone under 18. So there are some thresholds. They're similar to the stimulus checks. However, a little different. The stimulus checks, you get completely cut off at a certain point. With this, and I'll get into the exact number, how much money gets decreased from that child tax credit. So for joint filers, that threshold is $150,000 per year, meaning that after you make that, or if whatever amount you make over that, you'll get less and less of the child tax credit. Head of households, that's $112,000, $500,000 per year. Individual filers, that's $75,000 per year. Basically, the way it works, for every $1,000 you make over that threshold, the credit's reduced by $50 per child. So just keep that in mind. Another thing is, instead of getting this on your taxes, the proposed credit would be monthly payments starting in. This is not in the bill. It will start July. However, I'll get into why it would start July. So again, this is from your 2021 taxes, advance from that. Not your 2020 taxes. So if you're waiting, to file your 2020 taxes because of this, it doesn't apply to it. So, let me just give a quick example. Let's say you have two kids. They're under, one's 10 and one's 14. Basically, you get a credit of $6,000. You divide that by 12. Monthly payment will be $500 a month. Okay. Another thing to keep in mind is that it starts July 1st, and you have basically 6 months of the advance of the credit before your taxes. So if you typically get a refund on your taxes, just remember, whatever you get from this child tax credit will be deducted. So let's say you get just $10,000 tax return. Then the $6,000 will be subtracted from that, and you get less. So just keep that in mind. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, what if I don't want to do this? So here's what I'm going to get into the, good thing, if you're looking for that. In the bill, it states that online information portal will be created. So again, going back, why they wait until July 1st? This is why they're going to need time to make this portal. Now, what's the purpose of this portal? It's going to serve a few purposes. One is so that you can adjust your pay, if you get a pay increase or decrease. Because it states in there, if the government overpays you in this child tax credit, you're probably going to have to pay that back when you file your taxes for 2021. So just keep that in mind as well. Also, it's going to give you the option, if you don't want to have these payments and just keep it how it is, you'll still get the increase to $3,000 per child, or $3,600 per child under 6. But that's a good thing if you don't want to bother it, if you don't necessarily need the money. And you don't want to worry about if you get overpaid, or if you're going to get overpaid or not, and you have to pay that money back when you file your taxes. So that's a good thing. Another thing to point out is that the monthly checks, if you do opt in for that, will not be garnished if you owe back paid child support, or you have some type of debt. So you'll still get it, and that's similar how the stimulus checks are too. So those are pretty much the key points. Nothing crazy in there. That it was kind of everything that we were expecting. Just keep in mind the overpayment. The government overpays you, and your income goes up in the year. You may want to adjust that with this online portal. So If you guys are new to the channel, appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. Bringing content like this every single week, from stimulus news to crypto news to investing news to news for small businesses. Like I said, I did a video on the stimulus check, so check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, peace.